When you think about women as well, women don't usually kill themselves. They're not impulsive. They may threaten to kill themselves, but they don't do anything violent.
From ABC News, this is Primetime Thursday.
It's a textbook case of being either yourself in a near-death experience or watching someone go through a near-death experience.
The Insider investigates plastic surgery on TV.
The message is that if you get to be more beautiful, if you can make yourself look better, then people will love you, you'll feel better, and your whole life will change like Cinderella.
This is much more about Daddy, who just got married and needing to get closer to Kim, which doesn't mean that you're not important at all. You are very important. We used to always think of a single parent as being a mother, a female. And now there are so many different combinations of the way children are being raised, and nothing wrong with a father raising a child. We know, Nancy, and you did such good research with it, that this woman being a sociopath is somebody who would kill because it's a convenient thing for her to do. I'm not sure that she feels any kind of emotional attachment.
Today on Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus.
Have you ever used sex to get what you want?
Only since puberty.
Caryn Stark is a psychologist who studies this sort of thing, and she joins us tonight. Is it about power? Is that what this is about?
Well, some of it, the fact that he really wanted the authorities to be in touch with him and give him a title, to be able to take the life out of somebody and introduce death is very powerful. It's being God.
What would you ask him if you were sitting in a room with him?
That's a good question. I think I would ask him how he feels about being a person, what being human means to him, because clearly he can talk about this in that very removed way, and I'm not sure that he's concrete and real the way that we are.
Does he care that he was caught?
I don't think so. I think he was looking to be caught. I think he wanted to be stopped.
You'd like to think he was miserable right now.
He's not miserable.
I know. Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Thank you.
And also with us is Caryn Stark, a psychologist with some insight on the future of those made-by-television newlyweds. So we've given you a hard job in trying to read something into all this, but as you watched it last night, can you read anything?
You can see underneath it all that she has a very sort of a tough exterior. This is a woman who knows what she wants. She's very forceful. Even when he takes her hand at some point, he's supposed to be taking her arm, and he goes like this, and she goes...
She really grabbed his arm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of it is nervous, but some of it is clearly a forceful personality. The Reverend says he's not going to go, or this ring isn't going to go anywhere, and she says, well, we hope not.
You got...
That's not your usual bride's comment. It has to be somebody who really can't question what they're doing, who has no conscience. A man like this who lives kind of in the fringes with all the drugs that he's taking. It's also not a surprise, Ron, that his niece would say how wonderful he was and how good he was with his children, because people who have antisocial personality can come across as very charming and sometimes very believable, and yet behind it all they're killers, and there is no rhyme or reason except for sexual gratification.
So is that your diagnosis, antisocial personality disorder? You don't think that there's some sort of deeper psychosis at work in
Well,
Mr. Smith?
I think it incorporates the psychosis to some extent just in the diagnosis, but there isn't, in my opinion, any one diagnosis that you would use for a criminal. Antisocial is the fact that there is no conscience. You can't put this man in a category the way that it would be like me and you, who doesn't look at the world the same way.